Welcome to RMU Club Hockey Live Season 2, Episode number 4. Today I have two members of the Division 3 club team with us here today, netminder Gunner Fulton and super forward, straight off of IR, Justin Newton.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's great to have you guys on, Newton. I know it's been a while to get you on here, especially you in your schedule. It's kind of hard to fit you in, but we got you on eventually here. And Gunner took us 2 years as well, but we got you on here as well.
Yeah.
So we'll start back with the most recent game against Cadeyn, the reigning champions, a team that you guys humbled on Monday night in front of the charity night crowd. Nudie, you scored the empty netter, the dagger, the one that sent the fans home crying. How was that for you to get that goal and just to get the victory for Cadeyn? I know after the game you guys were screaming, having a great time. What was that one like?
I know, for Cadeyn, I mean, it's a team that we beat twice last year. I think for the most part we came into the game pretty level-headed. But we knew that we have a set goal, and one of those goals was win 3 out of our first 5 conference games. So I think the first period, it kind of humbled us a little bit. I mean, against Rowan, we didn't play our best, but that's a team that I felt like we started to get more momentum off of. But with Cadeyn, I mean, that game, as you saw, it was pretty frustrating to deal with. You had fans screaming in your ears. The refs really weren't calling anything. But I don't know, just to get that little empty net at the end of the game, it just like a sigh of relief, kind of. It's kind of like one of those things where you work so hard for something, and then it's just fine, the icing on the cake.
Exactly. It's just the perfect ending, then the point.
Right? The point.
And everyone just started making their way towards the exit.
Yeah.
Gunner from the bench. What was it like to hear, especially the fans in your ear the whole time? I could see the constant chirping between both benches, just the physicality of that game.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy atmosphere. I mean, they brought out basically a huge student section plus a band, so it was definitely loud. It's definitely hard to hear each other on the bench, hear your coaches talking. You just had to dial it in, block all that noise out, focus on what's important at the game. Try not to get in your head too much with the refs not necessarily being on our side, kind of either missing a few calls or calling bad calls on us. But overall, I think we handled it the best we could at that time, and I think that's what ultimately led us to coming out on top in that game.
The Jack Jones tripping penalty from the bench.
No, wasn't a tripping penalty.
With the 2-1-0?
The 2-1-0?
Yeah, the 2-1-0.
Where the guy just fell all of a sudden, and they're trip.
No, that wasn't. I didn't necessarily see it fully, but I saw enough of it to know it was not a tripping call. It was more so just a side check.
Yeah. That was. I'm surprised they called that, but then we go to the Brandon Luff play or the Brian Baker play.
Yeah.
Baker's on the ice for 35 seconds before he starts crawling over. Luff's on the ground for a minute before they blow it.
And repossession of the puck too, so there's no reason why the refs shouldn't have called that dead.
Exactly. That was just. I think that was just where the boiling point started to hit for you guys.
Yeah.
But first off, how's Luffer doing? How's Brian doing? They're both okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they're both doing good.
Yeah. Baker was at practice yesterday. Luff was at practice yesterday. I don't think they've sustained any injuries from that.
That's good. And then, of course, the other injury in that game, Noah Long with his ankle.
Oh.
He sent us a picture last night.
Is it pretty bad?
Yeah.
It was good, pretty black and blue.
So he's gonna be out for a couple games probably, or is he topping it off this weekend?
He might. I'm pretty sure he's gonna take this weekend off, and then maybe try and practice on it Monday, Wednesday. See how that feels.
I can sit because I saw him leave the first, and then all of a sudden I'm like, where's Noah? And I see him pop his head out of the locker room. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, my ankle. It's big.
Yeah.
God, Noah. So you guys were down to 6-2 in that game too, which was, having that extra defenseman does help a lot, especially. And then you have Mason that had to step up a little bit. Very physical kid.
Yeah.
Very physical kid. What have you seen out of him and the other freshmen, like Adam Shirelli, and these guys like Bendy and LaQuatra have really stepped up? What has this freshman class kind of done to help your team?
I think one of the biggest things is just their work ethic. At the end of practice, we usually have 5-10 minutes where the Zamboni doesn't cut, so it's just free time. And a lot of the freshmen are out there, trying to tune in their skills a little bit more, or they're just talking to the coaches, trying to see what they can improve on. I know Mason, he talks to Nick a lot. Nick helps him out, gives him some pointers. Sometimes Mason will talk to me a little bit about it, ask how he did, what he can improve on. But I honestly think the biggest thing is they're just gritty players. You see it a lot in Bendy. Bendy will go after any puck.
Yeah.
He's a speed
crazy.
demon. He just flies out there. But yeah, I think they kind of instill a little bit of like a hard-nosed hockey, and like I think it just goes well with our team too, because they just install like a really big work ethic for all of us.
The gritty players
Right.
that just help the team so much. I see Bendy on the ice, and every time I see that 3, I think of Chris Conley.
Right.
It is so weird to me. Like, I watched the first game, I want to say Conley, but I'm like, no, that's Bendekovic. That's the freshman.
Yeah.
Different kid completely. But they play almost the same style, just in
Mhm.
hard-nosed, gritty hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're always first to the puck. That's one thing I like about our incoming freshmen is they all want to earn their spot. They all try really hard, either whether it's in practice or in their times they get during the game. They really try hard, do everything they can, leave it all on the ice.
Let's backtrack a little bit and learn a little bit about you guys. Nudie, I'll start with you on this one. Kind of walk us through your youth career and what led to you coming here to RMU.
Yeah, so I guess like similar to most people, I started off playing deck hockey. I had a buddy that was playing ice at the time, and he's like, "Oh, just join this Edna League with me." So when I was like kindergarten, first grade, I started playing that, and then he's like, "Well, I mean, you seem like you enjoy it, so try ice." So from like first grade all the way up to I want to say fourth grade, I was on Shaler Developmental, kind of like that open league, and then I was also did Shaler Inline too, and probably 11, 12 years old, that's when I first started playing like organized hockey. So it was like second year of scored, I think. I played at Butler Valley for 3 years, and then from there I went over to like Renegades. I moved up to Double A at that time, and then I took like a year or two off of playing any travel hockey, and that's when I started playing middle school and high school. My 16U year, I was on the Arctic Foxes, which was a really fun year for us because we won the Mid-Ams, and we were supposed to go to nationals, but COVID kind of held us back from that.
Yeah.
So that was
Thanks,
kind of
COVID.
right. Yeah, that was kind of brutal. And then that would have been my junior year of high school, and then my senior year of high school, I only played I played Shaler and Butler again, but halfway through that year, I broke my leg playing. So I was out for like 2.5 months, 2 months, and then by then I already decided to go to RMU, and then that summer, or the summer was just all rehab for me basically, and then that's when I started here.
You literally are the captain of Team IR, aren't you?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got your little injury this year, and then you came right back, and you've had 2 goals in your first 4 games. So, I mean, the bounce back.
Yeah.
Of course, after all these injuries as well is what makes it better.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, Gunner, for you.
Yeah, pretty similar to Newt's. I started with deck hockey, but I actually didn't transfer over to ice until like 4th grade, so I was kind of late starting, but it wasn't anything competitive. But once I reached middle school, that's when I started to get to middle school team and actually get competitive into it. And I started out as goalie for ice, but I originally started as player on deck, which was a weird transition at start, but since it was going from deck to ice, it kind of helped that it was all just a brand new learning curve. Then I actually never played any travel hockey, like News said he played for Arctic Fox, because I never played anything like that. I always stuck to school, as in middle school and like high school. And then once I reached high school, I was the backup goalie behind the senior above me for 2 years, and I was basically by myself for my junior and senior year, which those were probably the most fun times of hockey I've had since, because it was playing every single game, being the only one there to help my team. And we actually went on to go to the Penn's Cup Championship, but unfortunately lost to Baldwin my senior year, which was a hard loss, but it was still fun being in that scenario. And then deciding on RMU, I kind of just didn't have any general idea of where I wanted to go, but I knew I wanted to stay close to home. I would do the skates that Joseph runs in the summer, realized I really loved the facility, loved the school, and that's why I ultimately chose to play for RMU and come here for school as well.
It's great to have you here, Gunner. Of course, we played the old deck hockey battles
Yeah.
back in the day over in Murraysville. It's good goalie, good forward, and he was really good at that. You probably could have went on those travel teams with Scoob and all those guys too, if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
You should have got Scoob and I feel like Scoob and ice would have mixed pretty well.
I don't think he ever liked the ice though. I didn't think he liked the skating too much. He's more of a runner anyway.
I remember, Andrew, I don't know if you remember the story where he said he'd run like 6 miles before one of our deck games. Do you remember the story?
I don't remember that.
Miles?
He said he would run like 6 miles before he'd come to our games, and then be out there and run full sprints.
Yeah.
Like, you're crazy.
The full game as well.
He won't stop ever. That kid is just insane. But Gunnar, your first game this year, 65 saves.
Yeah.
In the win against Flint, Michigan. 65. Is that the true number, or did you have a little help from the scorekeeper's box on that one?
Well, actually, at the time of the game, I was told it was like 72, and when I found out it was 65, I figured that was the actual right number. So I mean, it definitely felt like 65. That's for sure. It was definitely a really tiring game. I know in between the first and second, and as well as the second and third, I was gasping for air, getting water, making sure I had fluids in my body, staying hydrated and everything, because that was a hard game to play in.
You guys come out with the big win against Flint, Michigan. Last year, you go 0-2 this year, 1-1 split, and I feel like that really set the standard for you guys, because ever since that game, you guys been on an absolute tear.
Yep.
So next week, well, I should say this week, you have 2 divisional matchups again, at Duquesne, at Kent State. Duquesne last year at home was the one that was the killer a little bit, but Kent State, you guys really started to bring it back at the end. What are you guys looking forward to get back at both of those teams that you didn't have the greatest success with last year?
I know with Duquesne, since I've been here, we haven't officially beat them in regulation at all. I know we lost them twice last year, and then the year before that we lost them once. And I think we tied them, or
Yeah.
I can't remember. I know it was in overtime the first time we played them.
I think it was a tie.
Yeah, it was like 3-3, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like we just didn't go into those games with like the best mindset, and that's not like one of the strongest teams in the division, but at the same time, it's not someone that you just can like look past.
Right.
We were watching some film. There's definitely players in that team that can put the puck in the back of the net. I just mostly look forward to actually just kind of getting that almost like revenge back. Yeah. I feel like most of us are going to come at it at a level head this year.
Yeah, compared to, last year, I think the biggest thing was they came out so quick in that home game where they put up, I think it was a 5 spot in the first 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, they had pucks bouncing their way, but...
That too.
Yeah.
Like some of them, especially, I always go back and look at that film because there's an infamous quote I have in that game that says, there's games like this and then there's this that my friends absolutely rip me for. And I always see the JB clip where he's smashing his stick, and I'm like, it's not on you, because most of this is just like, I think the first goal was the one that bounced off the boards and then came back and went under JB skating in.
Yeah.
I'm just like, at that point, you just kind of like, there's nothing you can do about that one.
No.
And then Kent, I know for them, I think it was more, even split last year on home and away. But that's a team that I believe finished first or second in the division last year, and they're gotten a lot better. They've gotten a lot of new kids on that team. So what about Kent do you kind of look forward to?
For Kent, I feel like they are very similar to us in the term or the fact that they don't have a ton of skill guys, but they play gritty hockey.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna be the first to the puck. They enjoy the corner battles. But I just feel like every single time we play them, it's just like a super competitive game, and like that's one of the things why I wanted to keep playing hockey after high school was I like the competitiveness of it. So like playing those games was really fun because you know that you have to compete the entire game because those guys are going to be coming after you like 100% the entire time. But yeah, I do look forward to having to know that I'm gonna have to like just work as hard as I can that entire game.
And I know, Gunnar, you're probably slated for at least one of the 2 games this weekend. I would safely assume.
It's going to be the Duquesne game.
Okay, I was gonna say Duquesne, but you excited it's going to be, well, I could say every game around Pittsburgh is like your hometown game.
Yeah.
But obviously your first game this season in front of, people that have watched you play, probably like your parents showing up or something like that. What does it mean to play hometown games like that on the road still?
It's definitely fun because, the rink we're actually playing is closer to home than
it's
RMU is.
Alpha, right?
Yeah. So that's closer. So I'll definitely have family there. Excited for them to see me play collegiate hockey. But as it goes for the game itself, I'm excited to play. I know Duquesne, we have kind of a chip on our shoulder against them, so I really want to take it to them and give them all we have and hopefully come out with a win. But I also ultimately just want our team to stick together, not lose their heads, because I know when we play Duquesne, we kind of get a little chippy here and there, kind of take stupid penalties or just get mad at the refs and overall kill our momentum or mood of the game. And I just want to overall overcome that and just be the best team we can at that time.
Looking at the schedule from now, which game do you have circled on your calendar as the game that you're like, this is the one I'm looking forward to? Is it coming back home playing Cadeyn again? Is it playing Kent State? Like, which game are you saying, this is the one I'm really excited for?
For me, OU. I'm looking forward to that doubleheader. I mean,
that's gonna be a tough one.
They're a really good team. But I think that's just gonna test us. It's just gonna test us both physically and mentally. Because I mean, that team was. I'm pretty sure they were top 5 in Double A last year.
I think so.
So, or for Division 2. So yeah, I actually really do look forward to that because I know, more than likely, Cadeyn or Liam they're gonna start in one of the games. So it's gonna test one of those goalies too. But playing a team like that gets frustrating. So I just like the test of it.
It's gonna be fun. Gunnar, what's your?
I'm really looking forward to Cadeyn again.
Yeah.
Since they're CHE's Division 3 champs last year and we beat them once, I definitely want to beat them again. Show them what we really came for this year, so we can take that belt back.
The belt will look better here at RMU
Yeah,
for
it will.
sure. I asked this question I think to Max and Betsy last week, but has there ever been an official word of where the playoffs will be this year? Or you guys don't know?
Not
We
that
have
I've
no
heard
clue.
of. No.
I mean, Friar's at the game on Monday. We should ask them.
There's one I know. Fryer and Parker had a very long talk after the game.
They
When you
always
missed
do.
the entire after meeting in their locker room.
Yeah, they talk a lot.
Well, Parker talks a lot in general. We know that. And the record for the longest Club Live episode stream of all time by a solid 20 minutes plus belongs to Parker Smith. That's
Congrats, kid.
congrats. You talk a lot. Good job, Captain. Had a penalty, a nice goal as well in the Cadeyn game. The penalty was I didn't get to see because along the boards. What did he do?
So, if I remember, I think we're on the power play, and I know puck was thrown in the opposite corner. So I was just trying to be the first on the puck, but as soon as the guy got it on his stick, I went to go hit him, and then right before I hit him, I kind of missed an edge and I kind of fell. And so the kid's chirping in my ear, and I'm trying to go grab my stick, and the kid's pushing me down. And all I did was I kind of put my hand back and I just pushed him, but I guess I got him around the neck. And I have a video of it. All the kid does, he puts his arms in the air and drops to his knees, and then the ref called that.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was a little
I
frustrated.
think it was either Cassivi or Milan behind me started calling him a flopper the rest of the game too.
Yeah, they did that a few times actually.
Did you hear them at all throughout the game?
I heard somebody, but I couldn't pinpoint who was actually saying it because Cadeyn had so many people there. It was just kind of hard to hear individuals.
I'd say it was probably Milan.
Yeah.
He was doing the Mike Joseph special. He was on the top row of the bleachers, go down to one. He start pointing, yelling, find his person. You. Andrew, reliable question.
Reliable
Hit
question. You're in practice. What's your favorite drill? What's the drill that when Coach Riffner says it's oh, that's the one?
Ooh. That's a hard one. I like our Rockstar drill because it's shots from the point with guys in front trying to tip the puck. It's pretty fun trying to get those sticks out of the way, get the guys out of the way without defensive help. So it's always fun giving our guys pushes in the back and just ultimately lifting their sticks, trying to get them out of the way by myself and saving the puck at the same time.
I'd have to agree on Rockstar. We have 4 or 5 variants of Rockstar. I think it's Rockstar 4.0. That's my favorite.
That's the best one.
But since Gunnar said that, I'll probably go 15 and 10, just because you just get so many shots on the goalies, and I'm always one to kind of chirp Gunnar or any of the
can't score,
goalies
though.
if I score. If I score.
That's a big if though.
I'll bounce off that one. Favorite goalie to chirp, and Gunnar for you, favorite player to chirp.
See, the goalies are my kids. It's kind of hard. I'd probably say Gunnar because Gunnar gives it back to me the most, for the most part. JB is definitely one to chirp. Liam I always go back and forth with, but Cadeyn not as much yet, but it'll be coming soon.
Look out, Cadeyn.
Yeah. Mine's got to be Newt's, but I also have to give it to Parker as well. I love chirping him. He's probably ultimately my favorite, but Newt's, as he said, we give it back to each other all the time. But Parker, every once in a while, I always got to make sure he's level-headed.
To bounce off that one, I should say, Gunnar, who's your favorite person to make a save on, and who's your favorite goalie to score on?
Probably Parker.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to save against him. How many times he scores against me in practice? Maybe once, if he's lucky.
Oh.
What was the other question? Who favorite person to score on me?
Yeah. And then Nudie probably is vice versa question on
Okay.
that one.
Who's it gotta be? It's probably gotta be Brian, our captain. He's always a fun person to get
Or
scored on by.
Banks.
Doesn't happen much, but he always likes to go glove hand.
If he doesn't go glove hand, he's going netting now.
Yeah,
probably.
that's kind of like news, but
Yeah, I need to tone that in a little bit. But if I do score in practice, it's probably, if I had to pick it, would probably be Gunner. I love giving it to Gunner. Just feel like he's not going to take it the wrong way by any means.
Yeah.
So I just feel comfortable just like screaming at him if I score. If I score.
If I score. What do you mean if you score? You're like second leading goal scorer the past 2 years. What do you mean? Andrew, we have questions in chat, if I heard
We
that
do.
correctly.
We do.
Are we using Max's?
I was
Okay.
gonna use my mom's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew's
We
mom.
can use Lori's. Thank you, Lori.
If you could play hockey anywhere in the world besides here, where would you want to play?
Sweden would be pretty cool to play. If I was in Sweden, that'd be fun.
Besides here. Russia. I mean, is it the KHL or
The
what is
K?
it? Yeah, like I've heard some crazy stories out of there, and I think that'd be so funny to experience, and you just have stories for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna get coached by Alex Kovalev. Did you see the video of Alex Kovalev?
Mm-mm.
No.
He's like 50-year-old Kovalev's out there with like I think it was like the league below the cage. And he's out there like just dangling these 19-year-olds like it's nothing. I'm like, this kid, he's gonna come back. Him and Yager are gonna make a comeback. And just run the
I
league.
wouldn't be surprised.
Andrew, can we word the Max question or no?
It's up to you. You have the question. You decide if you want to ask it or not.
I don't know, Max. Should we use your question? I'm gonna shout it to Nudie because it's for Gunner. So.
Well,
Oh,
there's two.
no.
There's
There's
two.
one for you and one for
Oh.
you.
Oh, Lord.
What do you think?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, Newts, from Max Ermajati. Ask Newts about Dobby.
So last year I started watching I started watching Harry Potter for the first time.
Okay.
And I feel like with most people, you gotta love Dobby. He's just I don't know what it is. He's just funny and like people just like him. So I just started off by trying to do I think I saw like a Dobby impression or something. I sent it in the group chat, and then I practiced we had guys saying it or I was saying it, and then it led to by the end of the year I was getting a stick, and I broke a stick, so I was actually going down and getting a cheaper stick, so I just got it customized instead. And the guy's like, "What name do you want on it?" And I was like, "Dobby." So I had a stick named Dobby for almost 10 seconds of this season, but it broke 6 seconds into the Flint, Michigan game.
No.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
First
Dobby.
shift. First shift.
First shift.
Do you still have do you still have half of Dobby at least? Or is
No.
he stuck in Michigan?
No, he's in Michigan. He's probably in a dumpster somewhere. I did miss it though.
Rest in peace, Dobby. And then the question from Max for Gunner is Tang addiction.
I knew it. I knew this was coming. Last year, I think it started last year. Coach Norm, for whatever reason, we got it's like an orange powder from like Walmart or wherever. It's just a mixed drink for your water. It just makes it taste like orange, not like the fruit orange, like the color. There's no. It's called Tang, but there's no like citrusy flavor. It's just artificial orange flavor. So I would just for fun put it in my water bottle and drink that during practice, and then everyone would start like asking me for some water, and that's kind of where that came along. But after last season, there's only one can of it left in our locker room. I'm kind of keeping it there for memorial sake, not so much use sake. Plus all the powder kind of got clumped together and all
Smells
nasty,
bad.
so I don't really want to touch that. But yeah, Tang is it's a nice drink to drink during practice because it's different than water.
It's like 200% sugar.
Yeah.
It helps Gunner. It's okay. If you found Tang at Walmart, would that be something you put in your water during games as well? When you're in the net?
I actually did last year once, but it got my jersey straight orange. Like it was the white jersey, so they're the old jerseys, and beginning of the seasons when we didn't have the new jerseys yet, it still had that orange stain on it. So no, I don't think I'm putting that in my water bottle anymore.
Oh no! For the old jerseys, did you guys get to keep the old jerseys, or what did they do with the old ones?
He's still in our locker room, I think.
Yeah, they're still hanging up in the locker room.
I don't know if boss man Mike Joseph. I don't know if he decided on if we're gonna be keeping those or if he's gonna be giving them away, or if we're gonna sell them at the pro shop. I don't know what the deal is with the jerseys, but I definitely think they're an upgrade.
Yeah,
I do like them a
I
lot.
love especially the blue ones.
Yeah.
The Cadeyn.
Yeah.
I really like those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your definite favorite of the four? You would say the blues?
Yeah, and they fit a lot better too. Like they have a really nice collar. I know the goalies, their sleeves are bad. Like they hang all the way down to here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say the blues are probably my favorite.
Gunnar, what do you think? What's your favorite?
Mine's got to be the new blues because the big plus side for I think is the collars. Our old collars I didn't like too much. They're kind of loose and flimsy. Those strings that we had, they would always fall out. But these ones, they look really nice. But like Newt said, the goalie cut jerseys, the arms are just like trash bags. They're huge and they don't really kind of form along our pads. They're just hanging loose. So that's one thing I think could be upgraded. But overall, the new jerseys are definitely better than our old.
Do you have to tape them? Like when you're in the night, you have to just grab a
No, I usually just let it flow. I kind of just
let
deal
it
with it.
flow.
Yeah, I don't really think about it too much. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Pat. If you see the puck, just
I was about to say.
yeah. You said we're gonna see a clip from Duquesne. The puck, he's gonna go make a save. Just,
Yeah.
get in there.
I do know Cadeyn, actually, the freshman goalie, he got his jersey altered by a guy he knows as the equipment manager for the Pens, who actually tapered the
Tags.
sleeves, as well as I think made the torso a bit shorter to better fit him, I believe. But it looks pretty good.
It's a
The
lot
perks
better.
of knowing John Taglanetti. Thanks, Cadeyn. The Cadens run the Pens internships here at
Yeah.
RU. Your number is 29, 21. Is there any specific reasoning behind the numbers, or is it just because freshman year you guys got them and then you're like, all right, we're just gonna stick with it? Maybe you'll start with. You
Yeah.
wanna start with this one, or
I can start with that. So 21, I think that goes back to my baseball days.
Me too.
So I'm pretty sure, in like house league baseball, like you don't pick your numbers for the most part. They just give you a jersey.
Yeah.
But I made like an all-star team one year, and like I was like, oh, I don't know, a jersey. I was talking to my dad, and like my dad was a big Roberto Clemente fan, so I was like, oh, I'll just go with 21 because like he likes him. He'll like me. No I'm kidding. But then,
Father Newton loves his son because he wears 21.
But that went also towards I also graduated in 21, so like kind of like a corny double meaning.
Yeah.
So I
It
just
works.
stuck with it. Yeah.
Gunnar, 29.
Yeah.
So, I know you used to rock that in deck too.
Yeah, so it's always been either 29 or 28. My go-to is usually 28, but since coming here, they only had 29 in the goalie cut jersey, so, I mean, it's one number off it, and I've used it before. It also goes back to my baseball days. My dad, it was kind of like his number to go to. That's what he always had as like a number, so I kind of adopted that on through while playing sports as well, and I was just kept it ever since.
Peyton, your question for the guys. You know it's
yeah.
coming at some point.
I know. I'm prepared today. Do you have in all the years you played hockey, a favorite memory, like from a game or like a favorite memory playing hockey?
Oh, I can go. You can.
Yeah, you can go.
My favorite's probably got to come from my senior year. When we went to the Pens Cup, some of the guys on the team, they had connections throughout Murraysville from where I'm from, whether it's like busing or like police escorts. So we ended up getting an elite coach bus out to RMU, actually, where we played the championship, and we got a police escort out of Murraysville, which was really cool. There's like 6 different cop cars either in front or behind us, like following us all the way down to the turnpike. And then once we got on the turnpike, it was just an all-around crazy experience to think like this is how we're arriving to this game, and that's probably got to be my favorite experience.
For me, I'd probably say at 16 year of mid-ams. That was my first year on that team, and I was playing with a lot of my buddies that I grew up with too. So kids that I actually started playing hockey with. One of them was actually the kid who got me into hockey in the first place. So that was probably the most fun I've ever had playing ice hockey, or my best memory is just winning mid-ams as a whole.
I say for Gunnar, you guys lost to Baldwin.
Yeah.
And of course, I don't know if you've gotten a little bit of heat from Mr. Keith Reed, who was on that team. Have you guys talked about that game at all?
Not so much anymore, but definitely freshman year when we were both coming in as freshmen, just graduating, just playing each other in the championship game. We definitely had a few words, but I mean, all fun, all
Yeah.
nice. Like no bad feelings there. I mean, it's in the past. Like we're playing for the same school now, even though different teams, same school. We're definitely friends now. We always see him all the time. We always just say what's up and all that.
You say that you did pretty well against him in that game. Did he get one past you, or did you?
They got 2 actually. We lost 2-0. But I believe I did the best I could. I mean, we just couldn't necessarily find the back of their net.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Keith has to live it up now. He's cup champion. At least you're runner-up.
Yeah.
2-0. You can blame your offense on that one.
You can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who was on the team. The Abdallahs are on that team,
Yes,
I think.
they were. Yeah.
Those are 2 deck hockey legends right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. Did you have Brett Bowser yet?
Yes, we did. That's how we got the Elite bus.
I was gonna say that's what I was thinking.
He was dating my neighbor actually, who owns Elite, so we got that through that.
Brett Bowser's just. I mean, between his dad owning Bowser Automotive,
Yeah.
and then him being like best friends with Antonio Brown for like most of his childhood, that kid has had a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of things.
And now he's at
Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Yep. 'Cause he was telling me, he's like, I'm going for sports comm. I want to call hockey games. And
Yeah.
I was like, well, come here. He's like, no, I go to Penn State. All right, Brett, you do you, man. That kid is. You remember playing with Brett?
I don't remember much.
The one person that wanted to see you, Gunner, but of course, like the time it didn't work, was Patrick Kochanowski.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who's dating my sister.
Really?
The weird way this all works.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, Gunner, I believe your sister just committed.
Yes,
to
she
school?
did. OSU or USF. Yeah, USF.
University of Southern Florida.
Yes, she committed there for softball actually a couple weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Congratulations, Sister Fulton. I gotta ask about the nickname Gunner too. I know we all know your real name's Jacob. But
Yeah.
Where did Gunner come from?
It's actually my middle name.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And
just
it was my dad's idea. It was supposed to be my first name, but my mom didn't like it at the time. But now she kind of wishes it was. So, I mean, all throughout sports growing up, that's where it really started. Was sport. When I first started baseball or football, whatever it was. That's when I really started calling Gunner, and it kind of just stuck being like my actual name. So yeah, that's where that comes from.
When they did your graduation call, did they say Jacob Gunner Fulton, or did they have to go with Jacob Fulton?
I don't know. I don't remember actually. I think they just say Gunner Fulton.
Does it say it on your diploma then? Say Gunner Fulton?
No, I think it has to say Jacob. Like legally has to.
Legally has to say Jacob.
But yeah, all through school too, I get called Gunner. Like whether high school I get called Gunner, or even here, I mean, my professors call me Gunner.
That's kind of cool though. I mean, the way it works out.
Yeah.
Middle name goes to the first name.
Yeah, quick switch.
The quicks. You can go legally change it real quick. Just Gunner Jacob, and then call it a day.
Yeah.
Looking through the board of people, I know I've told you guys to try to pick 2 people to come on, but you guys decided we going with the 2 that we talked in the beginning.
I think
so.
we are. Yeah.
Who's it? It's
It was Mylan and Alex
Alex.
Civi.
Oh boy, that is gonna be.
It's gonna be a duo.
The 2 that were the most vocal on the Cali sidelines.
Yeah. Dynamic duo.
Mylan came up with the pizza box. Alex missed the entire second period with a bathroom break. That's gonna be some fun stories. In the locker room for you guys, what's the go-to music? I know Baker's the big T-Swift guy. Are you guys the AirPods crew hiding off to the corner? Are you in that circle with them?
I am strictly headphones. Yeah, I'm on. Anytime I hear Taylor Swift in the locker room, like I just get out. Like, I don't know why. I don't want to listen to it at
brutal.
all. So I usually just get out, or I'll just play my music a little bit louder. But Wade's been on aux as of this year, I think. But he mixes it up pretty good. He's a good selection.
No T-Swift out of Wade.
Only like right before, like
only the signature love story.
Yeah.
Right before we go out. But I'd have to say I'm a mixture between the 2. Like I like listening to my own music, but if Wade is on aux, then yeah, I'll listen to his music because it is pretty good. But when Parker's on aux, it's a lot of country, and that just does not get me in the mood to play hockey.
it's like Zach Bryan radio on Spotify.
Yeah.
Just Zach Bryan.
Basically.
Strictly Zach
Yeah.
Bryan.
But I will say, unlike Newt's, I do get really hyped to that love story, and
Yes.
I'll go hard with Baker right before we go out.
Who has the worst music taste on the team?
Oh my gosh! I wish we could test everyone's out.
Yeah, we don't really switch it up enough. But if we were to go with one, I would just say Parker because he just plays country. That's like the only thing I know he plays.
Yeah.
Sorry, Parker.
Gotta mix it up.
I dig Wall and Zach Bryan a little bit before the game.
There's a
probably
time and a
not.
place for country, and it's not before a hockey game.
I think Max and Betsy were the opposite. I think they said they like country before game 5.
Really?
That's all our team too.
All country before.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it, but I want it mixed, you know? Like, if I get like a Wallen song in there and then come back with like a Meek Mill or something, like,
Yeah,
Switch it up.
I could
Yeah.
do that, but I can't
straight?
do straight.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
I don't think Betts is a big country guy though, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I know
he's
Max
like
is.
split.
Yeah.
I asked this question to Max and Betsy. Who would you most likely see at the front row of a T-Swift concert?
Oh,
Oh,
Brian
Baker.
Baker. Brian Baker.
Instantly.
He'd be climbing over the railing. Like, he'd be thrilled.
You might as well just throw him on stage and let him perform too.
I could see that. I could just... Oh, two blonde people rocking the stage.
Yeah.
I'd say the other person they said a lot was Weeksy. Put Weeksy
Yeah,
up front there,
yeah.
too.
I definitely see him as well.
I forgot. Last year, this dude could have a pretty good duo, rocking the Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
4 games.
The last home game against Rowan, we had Cam McCrory on the call with me. And first off, how weird is it to hear Cam on a microphone rather than on the bench?
It was pretty different considering he was with both Newt and I for the past 2 years and a year before that as well. So it was definitely weird hearing him on the mic rather than on the bench. So, but I mean, I think he did good for his first commentary. I enjoyed listening to it.
Did a very good job his first time. And then he also mentioned a couple notes from it. The first one was that him and Nick Arkea wrestle before every game. Betts and Max both said that Arky is pretty much undefeated against Cam.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Yeah, Nick beats me up a lot.
Yeah, he also
He's
wrestles
good.
Newts every year.
Yeah, last year we definitely have it before practices a lot, and I did not win a single one. He's pretty good.
Arky's nuts.
He is. But yeah, I was going through my Snapchat memories yesterday, and I actually saw a video of it was against CalU last year, and like it was like someone taping their stick, and like the camera panned, and then it was Nick and Cam wrestling in the background.
So, and the other thing was he mentioned about 10 times during the broadcast was the phrase "Coach Norm lifts." Coach Norm lifts. What's his strong shit in the gym? What is Coach Norm doing in there to be this workout warrior that Cam thinks he is?
I'm not sure. I know he has his Tuesday lifts. I know Norm. He does some type I don't know if it's jiu-jitsu. He does some type of boxing or something. So from the ground up, he's a pretty sturdy guy. So I'd probably say definitely anything squatting, anything legs related.
Do you hear anything from Ryan about that at all?
No.
No. Is Ryan a big gym guy?
He's a big Wendy's Wednesday guy.
I think some of our
Okay,
players
so-
just
yeah,
did Wendy's,
all right,
Wendy's Wednesday last
that
night.
leads me to this question. You can ask this one about the Wendy's Wednesday.
When is Wendy's Wednesday? We have practice on Tuesday, practice on Wednesday. Is it after practice on Tuesday or after practice on Wednesday?
Reminder: this is a night practice that goes into the morning.
It's after practice Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I go Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I go Tuesday.
It's the big debate in our locker room this year.
And we're splitting the room too, except for Peyton. What's your take on it?
I don't know.
You don't know. It's either two.
I need a little more context here.
Okay, so their practice is Tuesday night, but they
Okay.
finish in like midnight Wednesday.
12:30.
12:30
So
on
it's
Wednesday.
technically Wednesday.
Mhm.
So are you going after practice? So like, are you getting breakfast or are you getting dinner?
Well, it's still open for dinner,
They're
right?
getting burgers.
Yeah.
Oh, at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does that count as Wednesday, or is it Thursday after Wednesday practice?
Is Wednesday's practice at night
They
too?
get
Yeah.
yeah, they get after
Oh.
practice on Wednesday at like 1.
I might have to switch up.
It would have to, no, I think I agree with you. Because
It's after
technically
Tuesday.
you would be getting Wendy's on a Thursday. if
Exactly.
You go after Wednesday's
Thank you.
practice. I don't know.
Switching?
I'm switching.
You're doing Wednesday Thursdays.
Yeah, I just like the vibe of it. Wendy Wednesdays.
Wendy Wednesdays.
Ah.
It's still technically Wendy Wednesdays if you go after Tuesday practice though.
Has a different
Doesn't feel
feel.
the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel the same.
You gotta close out the week's practice with a nice win. Wendy's.
That makes sense.
And yeah, I guess I don't. It's tough. Can they just call it both days? Both is just Wendy Wednesdays. Go both days. Have fun. Live it out. What's the go-to Wendy's order then, Gunnar? If you're the big
Ooh.
Wendy's guy.
I don't partake in the Wendy Wednesdays, but I do enjoy myself some Wendy's here and there. My go-to's got to be a Baconator, fries, and then their lemonade. I like their lemonade.
Good lemonade.
Yeah.
Gunner is just my order.
Is this a goalie thing? Like, is
Maybe.
It's got to be.
Nudie is a forward. Are you similar?
I haven't gone to Wendy's in a while, but I remember, was it like, I think they used to have like spicy chicken nuggets.
Spicy chicken.
Yeah, I
nuggets,
used to get those a lot.
Is that what's your guilty pleasure fast food?
Do you consider Chipotle as fast food, or?
Yeah, I guess we call it Chipotle.
I go to Chipotle way too often. I go there like at least twice a week. I love that place actually. I'll probably go there after this.
You don't have class after this, or you just stay going home after?
I think I have work. I gotta check actually.
You have no idea.
No.
You're just like, I know I'm about to be here until around noon, but I have no idea where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Is it Wendy's is your guilty pleasure fast food, or where's yours?
I don't really like fast food too much. Because I don't like spending my money.
That's fair.
But if I had to pick one, it would have to be Chipotle as well. I love Chipotle so much. It's so good.
I'm a Moe's guy. A little different.
See, I used to be a Moe's guy, but I switched. Like I alternate.
Yeah.
I used to be Chipotle, then I was Moe's, now I'm Chipotle again.
Especially for us, since Moe's was like right there.
Yeah.
For us too, I think it was just more convenient.
Yeah, because Chipotle is closer to me now.
Now that they're both.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the time it was just Moe's.
Yeah, just Moe's, because then we had to go all the way out to Monroeville.
Exactly. Andrew, what's yours? Is it Wendy's?
Oh, probably Wendy's. No, it's probably Panda Express.
Okay.
I get that way too much.
Panda. Peyton.
I'd say like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's like solid.
They have a good breakfast.
Yeah.
They have a really
they
good
do.
breakfast.
Really good breakfast. Jeez. Andrew, you have another question for the boys here?
I think I do. I think we're going to go to our skills competition, but we're going to do 3 different ones.
Okay.
We're going to do...
Oh, change it up.
We're going to do save streak. What goalie would do the best at the save streak? Most breakaways saved in a row.
Definitely me. 100%. Any given day, I'll put my name on that chart.
Hell
That's
yeah.
tough. Connor versus JB.
Sorry, Kate.
Yeah. Sorry, boys. I don't know. Sometimes there's certain. It depends on the day for me. I'd probably just go Gunner because I always am trying to prove something against him. Like, I don't know what it is, but I always want to score on him the most.
You did give me the one practice like last week, it was last week in the 15 and 10 or something.
Oh,
You
the
got me-
high
you got-
blocker.
No, with 5-0.
Oh,
him
that's
up.
right.
You
Yeah.
got me good there.
I felt bad for him.
Yeah, I had to switch out with JB after that.
Yeah, I'd probably say Gunner.
Okay.
And then your breakaway challenge. Who's got the most creative breakaway?
The most creative or like
Most
Creative or actual like.
Scoring.
who's gonna score?
Yeah, who's gonna.
Yeah, no, creative.
Oh.
Who could pull out like the Superman glasses?
So yeah,
Who
this is
Patrick
the
Kane?
Corey
Oh.
Perry
Oh, so
mini
who could
sticks.
actually like score for the most part?
No.
Not necessarily.
No,
More like
score.
you have Corey Perry mini stick, like
Okay.
stop mid ice pull something.
Yeah, I'd probably say. Well, this was last year. Parker used to try to do like Michigan's. Like,
I was gonna say
breakaway.
Parker because last year he tried doing Michigan in the middle of the ice on a breakaway. He nailed me in the neck.
Fine.
It was.
No, but also Betts. Betts has some pretty good hands.
Yeah, Betts does have good hands.
And then finally we'll go a little old. Hasn't been in the skills competition for a while, but the saucer pass. Who's able to hit the 4 like tiny nets in the fastest amount of time?
Ooh, that's a good question. Who would it
I'll
be?
take JB with the goalie stick.
I could probably do it. I'm good at shooting with my stick.
Who? I'd probably have to go with.
Did you say Noah? Noah's good at sauce passing.
Yeah, Noah does have a good release on him for a pass. Oh my gosh, this is tough. This is really tough.
'Cause you don't really notice that too much. Like you can
Yeah.
see it, but you don't really notice how good they are at it.
I'd probably say Love. Love has a good
yeah,
touch.
It does. My
It does.
my other underdog in this might be Bendy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I don't know. He got some stuff.
Yeah, I can't even tell you how many times him and Betts have gone down on a 2-on-1,
Oh,
and poor Zach Love trying to skate up, catch back up with the play.
I mean, Love's not the fastest kid in the world, but I mean, you just seem just like, oh crap, they're yeah, I'm gonna stay back.
Yeah, I think for against Michigan, I think they had like 4, Bendy and
Betts.
Betts,
Betsy.
Lord,
The B line.
Yeah, the Bs. They had probably 4 or 5 2-on-1s that game alone.
Jesus. Those two. that chemistry just like, especially when I was talking to Betsy last week, he was like, it was just kind of put together in the last minute and it just worked. I'm like, there's no way it just worked. You guys had to practice this.
It just meshed
did
together.
it did work.
They're definitely line one right now. It looked really
they're
good
my
together.
favorite line. They're my favorite line to watch and like to be out in front of me as well.
Yeah. I remember the Cadeyn memory with Love when he was tackled to the ground, and then he got up, gave the kid a shove, and then pointed up to the scoreboard as they called the penalty. What a kid.
He's funny too.
It's nice, fairly nice to have him on your team now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's a good guy to have in the locker room, and obviously he's a very skilled player too.
Yeah. So next we got Civi and Mylan. What do you expect out of those two when they come on here in a couple weeks' time?
Weird conversations.
Yeah, the two most talkative people.
Yeah, a lot of odd little jabs.
I will be tuning into that.
You guys better ask questions. We had Max in the beginning. I think did he leave after that?
I don't know if he's still here.
Hi, Max.
I
Max.
don't think he said.
My final question for you guys before we wrap up this segment is, for this weekend, who are you looking forward to possibly put in the back of the net? Who's due to get a goal here next to their name?
Can I say a whole line?
You can say the whole line.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be I don't know if it'll be our fourth line, third line, but all of the freshmen are playing, I think, against Duquesne on Friday. So, I mean, they have a lot to prove because some of them have only played 1 or 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just excited to see like how much or how hard they work that game because, that's all their shifts are kind of banking on this one game.
Is it Alex, Aiden, and Zane, or Max?
Yeah.
Good. A mixture of those 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to see Max Ermagati get a goal. I mean, he was close last against Cal U. Pass off the pads, just got robbed by the goalie. But I think his time's coming. He'll get one this season.
We did this last week too. We're gonna go through the names. Max's last name's Ermagati.
Yep. That's a weird one. That
took
took so long.
It took me 2 years to figure that out, and I think it just took Gunner 2 years to figure that out too.
No, I know it's Ermagati, but Ermagati's.
It sounds better.
It sounds better. It's easy to say.
Exactly. And then Bendy is Bendekovic.
Bendekovic.
Because he came up to me and he was like, "It's Bendekovic." But I love the goal call, by the way. Oh, thanks, buddy. It's not Bendekovic.
Wasn't even
Bendekovic.
Well, he knew that. He was
I always
just
think
pass
it's just
along to you.
Bendekovic.
To pass it along.
I always think it's just Bendekovic.
I thought it was.
What
What was it again?
Bendekovic.
Bendekovic.
Like deck hockey. That's the way I asked him, like, Ben deck hockey.
Okay.
Nudie, Gunner, thanks for coming on, boys. Best of luck this weekend. Hopefully we can see another 9.65 save percentage and 65 saves out of you, Gunner, and Nudie to put a couple more empty netters in there. Be the next Jake Gensel.
That would be a bad idea.
50% off the cafe thanks to Justin Nudie every time he scores a goal. It's like the Milkshake Factory, only with the cafe at the island. But boys, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for
It's
having
great
us.
having
Thank
you.
you.
All right, best of luck with Duquesne and Kent. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, 2 members of the D2 women's team make their first appearance this season. They came on last season. It's the netminders, Alexia Martinez, Mackenzie Walkowiak. Stay tuned. We are back with 2 members of the Division II women's club team. The attendees, one's hurt, one's playing. Mackenzie Walkowiak, Alexia Martinez. Welcome to the show again for the second time, for the first returners. So for you guys, tough weekend with Niagara. Of course, very tough team to play against. But this weekend, it's RIT. The infamous team that you guys blew out of the water. X almost blew it with a goal from Bree against the infamous almost goal on the, second shot of the game? Was it?
Yeah, I think Bree's shots were like 3 and 4 out of 6.
It was I remember sending you a picture of that clip and saying moments taken before disaster, and just Bree behind the net with the puck, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. But for you guys, RIT, a team that, isn't the greatest. You guys beat out of the water. What are you guys looking forward to do this weekend against them?
I want to get a goal. So
Yes.
for those of you watching who don't know, I'm a goalie. We're down quite a bit of players right now. So if I'm not in net, I usually skate out as a player. So I think it would be really cool to have a goal or like some assists on my stats. Because if you look up a goalie's name and you say they have goals and assists, that's a little scary to look at. So I feel like that would be kind of fun. And also my parents are going to be there, and I think it would be cool for them to watch me score a goal, because they haven't watched me score a goal in like 10 years.
It's back-to-backs, right? At RIT or just one game?
Just
down and
just
back.
one game.
Just one
So
game.
Alyssa's in and you're out
Mhm.
then. So there's a real possibility that your first actual collegiate goal
Yeah.
happens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then for the athletic trainer, equipment manager, whatever Niagara wants to call you, X. First off, how's the concussion doing? How are you doing?
It's alright. Probably 1 to 2 more weeks on the concussion, but feel a lot better. Just gotta get used to skating again.
Just not cleared for contact yet.
No contact. Got a concussion. Not even in our first game of the season. Our first scrimmage of the season. So I've been out all of October, but gotta heal my brain. It's an important thing to have healed fully. But RIT will be fun. I think it will help with like the team confidence a little bit after tough weekend at Niagara. We all played, well, I didn't play. Everyone else played their hearts out when we like didn't give up. But I think RIT will be a good like confidence booster for the
Yeah.
girls. You know, everyone get on the score sheet. We can practice our systems and stuff a little better, slow it down a little, stuff like that, compared to Niagara, which was a very fast-paced game.
For the start of your schedule, we looked at the schedule and we saw for like pretty much the entire month of October, you guys are on the road. And then you come home for like one game and then you're back on the road again.
Yep.
How difficult is that to just be like, you look at October and you're like, yeah, there goes all my weekends. I'm going to be here, 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 and here, rather than being at your home rink.
I mean, it's kind of rough, but the games that we're at are near my house, so I'm able to go to them and like have family come over, which is nice because I'm kind of far away. So I find that aspect nice. Plus, they're all near Tim Hortons, and I love Tim Hortons. I miss it down here.
Yes.
But
you're on.
it's kind of nice that at least we have a bus to drive us, so we can get like academic work done on the bus ride and just have like a lot of team bonding. Because away trips are always a lot of fun. We always have a fun time in the
Yeah.
hotels. She was eating baked ziti with the ice claw in the hotel at like 2 in the morning.
That come with the ice machine.
Because we didn't have any forks.
We didn't have
but-
any utensils, and I was extremely hungry,
Yeah.
so I just got the ice tongs and was eating my pasta with that.
Yeah, so it's always just a lot of fun, but it is kind of exhausting, just like constantly being on the road and like not being at our home rink in that way. But I think it's a lot more fun to be on the road in that way.
Yeah, I think it's good for team bonding. I think we all had a lot of fun. We got to see the falls last weekend, so that was fun. One of our rookies is actually from down south, so that was her first time in New York and seeing the falls, so like that was pretty exciting for her. As Mackenzie mentioned, we get Tim Hortons. I love Tim Hortons. I miss Timmy's so much. So every time I text Mackenzie to text her parents to get me Timbits and a medium caramel ice cap with whipped cream.
They always deliver.
And they always
deliver.
do.
They always deliver.
do. So it's kind of nice that whenever we go up, like her parents are there, Michaela's parents are there because she's also from New York, and they're not super long bus trips, so they're pretty nice. But we do miss being at home. We haven't really played at home since the last weekend in September.
Yeah, since North Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Even before then, February of last year,
Yeah.
for your last home game, right?
Yeah.
Was that the Ohio State game, right?
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
so.
Ohio State.
You
That
missed
seems
good
like a-
clear view.
That seems like such a long ways away, like that Ohio State game till now.
Yeah.
The freshman list this year, 4 new incomers. What have they provided to this team is kind of to help build what you guys are building here at RMU?
Taylor, she's really helped with one of our lines. A lot of the 3 girls have played together. I think Becky's played with them.
Yeah.
They just have very good chemistry, and that's like a really solid line that we have. And
Twins.
yeah, they all look the same.
They
too.
all
They
look
all
the
look very
exact same.
similar. So that like has really helped us to have a solid line with that. And then I like having Michaela as well. She really likes to learn and is really just like trying to take it all in, and she really helps us on forward. What else do we have? I'm looking at the list over there. I also like having Alyssa. It's nice to have a third goalie, especially if I'm going to be skating out and you're comped. It's nice to have a third goalie and that type of rotation. This way we always have like a fresh pair of legs if needed. I also like having Kaylee. She's very tall, big body out there, definitely good at blocking shots. And she's also on defense, and that helps us out.
Yeah, I agree with everything Mackenzie said. As of like personality wise, I feel like Taylor and Michaela
Oh my gosh, they're
bring
so funny.
a lot of personality to the team. I think our entire bus ride up and back was them just giggling to themselves, and it's very contagious.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a fun group. All of the girls who are new definitely bring something. We have a really good, close group, and everyone is friendly, and we share a lot of laughs on the bus.
Yes.
And then already 2 commitments in for next year, including another medved, because of course we need more medveds on this team.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
So you got
We'll
2.
take another med
Yeah,
vet.
we want more medveds. I think we're getting a 3rd medved too on the men's side here. I think next year, 2 years.
Oh,
from
okay.
now.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
We just they keep coming. There's so
Yeah.
many freaking
I'm
medveds.
excited. I'm excited. The medved lockdown defense.
Oh,
Can't
that's gonna be
wait.
great.
Can't wait. Those 2 are gonna be crazy together.
That chemistry that those 2 only have. Pretty
Oh
much.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
literally.
And then the other one, I think, was her name Maddie Davis or something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Was she a forward D? Whatever you kind of learned when she had her
I think
visit
she's a
here.
center
Yeah.
because we played against her in our game against North Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's a center.
It's good to obviously already half the recruitment class from last year already, and it's not even the end of October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe only 1 senior this year too, and Hannah, I think.
I think so.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. I don't think we have any seniors except for
I think just Hannah.
Hannah.
I think the rest of us are juniors, but the ones who are juniors are like second yearing already.
Yeah.
Well, you
so,
and Bree.
yeah.
Hey, the recruiting's going pretty well then. But
Yeah.
from a goalie perspective, maybe looking to a recruit that might want to come here, even if it's 4D, what would you say about the program to help them get maybe more interested in what RMU's D2 club has to offer?
It's just fun.
Mhm.
We're really like a fun team where it's never a dull moment. There's always something going on, and we just like to have fun.
Yeah. We're definitely a fun group. I'd say we take it pretty seriously, even though it's like club hockey, ACHA, we still take it pretty seriously. Just like college hockey with some of the girls coming from NCAA programs or ACHA 1 programs, I feel like we take it like pretty seriously, and we go in there and don't just like think it's club hockey, and we have fun, we work hard at practice. I mean, we're a pretty resilient team. We went to Niagara with 7 skaters?
Yeah.
7 skaters, and we held our own for the most part until the 3rd period. So very fun team and very resilient, I think, are
Yeah.
2 things that I would describe our team as.
Yeah, and we're very close too. So like we always have a support system around us, which is always very helpful when it comes to academics.
Mhm.
So it's nice just having like, oh, like this girl can help me out with this. Like I know I have classes with Maddie. I think there are like our online classes, but it's nice to just have like a person to go to if something's going wrong in the class, that we can like bounce ideas off of each other or get help. It's always super helpful to have that.
Yeah. We have like a very like smart team as well. A lot of us have very hard majors, and definitely like bounce ideas off each other, help each other with homework, or if like I've taken a class before and like someone else hasn't, I'll help them out, stuff like that. So it's nice being able to like talk to other people in your classes or just in your major field in general.
For the both of you, what has been your favorite memory so far within the past year being a part of RMU hockey?
Like last year or just
Let's
this
go
year?
any year, between both.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Niagara game that was at home. That was a fun game.
Oh my gosh.
That was a very fun game. There was a lot that happened in it, but
the
it was
Western song.
that was the game that you were commentating. I ended up dry heaving. I overheated.
Yep.
Between
I remember that game.
what was it, the 2nd and 3rd period, I think?
Yeah.
I think we were down like 1-0.
Oh, it was in between the 1st and 2nd.
Oh, okay. No, was it?
Yeah, because I was at the far end.
Oh, okay. And I ended up overheating. I overheat pretty easily because
That rink
it's
is
so
hot.
hot, and it was like a tough game because it was against Niagara. I ended up dry heaving like crazy, and I had to like step off for like 5 minutes, and then I went right back in afterwards. I was like, okay, I'm good now. Like it's time to go play some more hockey. And I ended up playing like the game of my life that game. So we have a joke that like if you throw up, you play the best game ever.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
that's just how it works. And we ended up winning in overtime, and that was like a huge win, especially against Niagara because they are such a powerhouse program. Like their women's team and men's teams have always been very dominant. Like that's something I've always admired growing up in that area. So it was just like a huge moment, and especially since I know quite a few of those girls on that team, it was just like a huge moment that like we can do the hard things, we can come up and win difficult games against good teams.
What would you say, X? What's your favorite memory so far being a Colonial?
Probably last year when we did the Niagara UB game where we played Niagara. What was that? Friday and UB Saturday. We didn't win those games. Both games we lost by 1 goal, but I think those were some like the best games we have all like played together. I think that UB game was probably the best game I ever played, despite us losing. I think it was like 2-1.
Yeah, it was a close game.
It was pretty early in the season, so we were all like pretty brand new with each other, and I think that trip helped us like bond a lot. Hanging out in the hotel and playing like these really good teams, I think helped us bond a lot. And like we lost, but we still had like so much fun. And I think that weekend like really brought us together as a team, because we were still pretty short benched last season as well, and to go all the way up to New York and only lose to these really good teams by 1 goal, we were like, okay, like we're legit, like this is, we're gonna have a good season. We just need to, I don't know, score 1 more goal a game.
Yeah, I also feel like that Niagara game that was at home was like a turning point in our program, because we hadn't won a game up until then. And then after that, we won more than half of our games, because that was our second half of the season. That was our first game back from winter break, and that was just like a big turning point with our program. Like we started winning games. We beat Mercyhurst, which was a big game.
I think we only lost 1 game in the second semester.
It was the only Ohio State. I think it was the Ohio State game. That was it.
OSU, and that was it.
Yeah, it was just like a big like turning point in our program. Like, oh, like we can do the hard things. We can beat these hard teams. We can do this, especially with a short bench. It was just like a big moment for us.
Going back to that Niagara game, the supposed OT winner was Bree. Who actually scored the OT winner? Because Bree says it was not her.
It was
I think it was Aaron.
But Bree still takes credit for it. She still takes credit
on
for
the score sheet. On the score sheet, yeah, but she was like, no, like, pretty sure that was Aaron.
It was hard to tell because it was like such a. Like,
there's a lot of
moment.
bodies in front of the net, but I think they just put down Bree on the score sheet. But I'm pretty sure it was Aaron's goal. But their numbers are not even close to each other, so I don't know how they messed that up that
it's not
bad.
even like they look similar either. It's not like Aaron and Becky.
Yeah, I could see them mixing up Aaron and Becky.
Because remember us looking down, seeing it, and I saw Bree celebrating, so I'm like, oh, it's Bree's goal. And then she's like, yeah, that wasn't me. And I'm like, what do you mean it wasn't you? And we
she
both
was just
look
excited.
like,
She would, we were
know.
excited. Big OT goal.
Yeah. It's a big moment.
And then I believe it was, I forget what game it was, X, where the person's in front of the net, and you make the save, and she takes an extra whack at you, and you just go.
Oh, that was Mercy.
Oh, that was
and
Mercy.
just throw your stick at them.
Yeah, that was Mercyhurst at home in, what was that, second semester?
Yeah.
I think it was second semester.
Yeah. She took an extra whack at me, and they were being chippy all game, and got a little sick of it, and I don't know why my first reaction was to just throw my stick instead of, like, push her away.
Tried to spear her.
I think I got a 2-minute misconduct for that one. But the thing was, like, I knew I shouldn't have done that, and I knew I was probably going to get a penalty, but the ref didn't, like, talk to me after. So, like, I didn't know that I was getting a penalty until they announced it over, like, the PA in the rink, and they were like, number 31, Alexia Martinez, 2 minutes, unsportsmanlike, or misconduct, whatever it was. And I'm, like, in net. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, you got a penalty. I go, he didn't talk to me. Like, how was I supposed to know? They're like, well, you threw your stick at a girl. I go, he could have told me. Like, what do you mean? But
Just
yeah.
needed the clarification.
Yeah.
I needed him to tell me what he thought I did wrong.
Even though you knew what you did wrong.
Yeah, I think my parents were at that game as well. So, first collegiate penalty.
I think that's one memorable way to get your first penalty.
Yeah.
Just tossing a stick. If I'm not mistaken, I think Becky ended up going to the box for you too on that
I
one.
think it was Sid.
Was it Sid?
Yeah, it was probably Sid.
It was probably Sid. She loves that stuff. She was like, I'll take one for my goalie. And I go, I don't even know what's happening. No one told me I got a penalty.
There's always that bad blood between you and Mercyhurst. Is that the game that you guys are looking at the schedule and you're like, yeah, this is going to be the physical game that we have to go through?
Girls are already talking about it.
Yeah, it's usually that in Niagara that are our rough games where it's just like bodies flying and just everything everywhere.
OSU's really good, but they're not like, I don't remember
physical.
them being very chippy.
Yeah,
very
they're not
physical,
chippy. They're just very good.
very fast, and like they have very, very good systems, but Niagara and Mercyhurst are definitely, I think, some of the chippier teams.
I know that's
We
Becky's
play.
favorite team.
Oh, she's
Mercyhurst.
already talking about it.
Oh.
She can't wait. I
Wait.
said, good thing I have a concussion. I can't play against Mercyhurst, or me and Becky would be sharing the penalty box.
I'll set the line right now. Over, under 26 penalty minutes for Becky.
Over.
Oh, definitely over.
All right.
Over.
Let's go 35 penalty minutes. Over, under.
I say right around there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Will she lead the league in penalty minutes for the second straight year?
I think it would be funny if she did. I think it would be really funny.
What a record to have.
I mean, I would hope not, but
Most penalized
it would be
Osha
funny.
2 player.
I think it would be funny.
Just like,
We'll
look at your-
see.
We
look
gotta
at the
watch
sheet.
that this year though, because we
Yeah.
don't have a lot of skaters already.
That's true.
Yeah.
I gotta be a little bit more cautious about that.
Let's not encourage that.
We're just setting a line. That's all we're doing.
Or
Just
Mackenzie's gonna have to
set
skate
line.
out a lot more.
She could be the leading goal scorer by we're all said and done.
There you
here.
go.
True.
Put up a couple, like 5 goals against RIT, and then all of a sudden you're on top of the leaderboard for a couple months.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing that on the Osha page.
Like, why is the goalie the leading scorer on this team? Like, what
And
is
it's not
she
even
doing?
goals. It's not even goals that I scored on myself either.
Yeah.
It would be goals against the other goalie.
They expect you to just start skating it up. They're like, why is the goalie coming out of the crease? Why does he have a player Andrew, do you have that question that we were talking about earlier?
The question we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So last year we had the skills competition question that we asked everyone that came on. This year we're doing the same thing with three different skills. We're gonna start. I mean, obviously 2 of the 3 goalies, but the first one is the save streak. Who's gonna be able to stop the most breakaways in a row?
I'm hurt, so
If you were not hurt.
Mine's 0 right now.
Depends who's shooting.
It goes through the line.
Oh, it goes through the line.
just say your
it's
team.
not one person constantly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you make the save, it goes on to the next person.
I don't know. I remember doing this last year at some point, but I don't remember how it went last year. I feel like it would be pretty even between Alyssa and I feel like it would be pretty even.
Or X if she's not hurt.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Minus the
we're getting
concussion,
there.
of course.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't you guys do 7 puck the other day?
Yeah, we did do 7 puck.
I feel like that one was pretty even. You like,
I think I won both times.
yeah, and we both had 1 puck left.
Yeah, I know the second time it was really close. Like,
Yeah.
they put it in. Like the team that was scoring for me put it in, and then like right afterwards, the team that was shooting on me put it in. It was just like a few seconds difference, so it was pretty close. But I think the first one, my team won by a few pucks, and then the
Mhm.
second one it was pretty close.
Depends on if Amara goes first.
Yeah, and I think that's the deciding factor
If
here.
Amara goes first, then she'll put in 7 in a row. But if she goes like second or third, I feel like we get enough of a warm up. But if she goes first, it's game over.
Yeah.
So next we'll go with the breakaway challenge. So who's gonna be the most creative? Who's gonna put out the exploding puck like Patrick Kane?
I think Amara and Erin have some good shootout moves. So does Becky.
I feel like Bree. She always has that like hard shot just right on the ice, and that'll
Yeah.
like trip people up sometimes.
She's pretty snappy. She doesn't do like a lot of fancy moves. She's just like quick and snappy.
Yeah.
Amara and Erin, I think, definitely have some good hands. Since I'm hurt, I'll go to practice and sit on the bench. And when they were doing the shootouts, I was yelling moves to Amara. I was like,
Oh my God, no!
no,
Amara got
move, or just screaming
Oh my God.
different moves. I was
Amara
like,
got like 3 in the same
Yeah.
move like on me, and I was getting so mad. Like she kept just like barely tucking it in, and I just couldn't read it.
And then last one hasn't been in the skills competition for a little while, but the saucer passes into those small little nets. Who's be able to hit those 4 small nets the fastest?
I don't know. I feel like Amara probably would, but if she misses, like I can just picture like her laughing at herself. Like I can just picture.
Becky has a pretty good sauce.
Becky does too.
She's
I think
her
maybe-
passing's she's a pretty good passer.
Yeah.
She has a good sauce. Her and Erin are always saucing it to each other in practice.
Oh, yeah.
So I think mine's Becky for saucer passes.
Yeah.
he's a solid pick there. I like that. Peyton, your question for the girls.
Do you guys have any like pre-game rituals
Oh.
or superstitions?
So
yes,
many.
yes, me and
So
Mackenzie
many.
for sure.
So I have so many. The list just like goes on and on and on.
I have to walk on you.
So we'll start with the very first thing. So when I warm up, I always warm up in the same way. I'm not picky about like the order necessarily. I do lead warm up, so everyone does the warm up that I do. But I'm picky about that. I always start and end the drills with my left leg, which is also why my left leg is a lot more flexible than my right. But I always start and end every single drill with my left leg. I always start stretching with my left side first. She always has to step on my back before every game.
Yeah.
I have very cracky joints, so like I'll crack my back as much as I can, and then be like, okay, can you get the rest? And she'll step on my back. I put my equipment on the exact same way, and if I put it on wrong, I have to take everything off and then put it back on. So I have to be careful about that. I always braid my hair before the games as well, but that's like pretty typical.
Yeah.
I have to fill my water bottle up to the exact same line, and if I don't, like I always fill up my own water bottle because of that. Because if someone else fills it up, it's a bad game then. Because Sid filled up the water bottle for the Arrows game. That game was not good. So I'm like, it's because I didn't fill up my own water bottle. It's okay, Sid. I still love you, but I just have to do it myself. Whenever the period starts, I always smack my stick against the post. I go left, right, and then I like hit it with the back part, like the top of the stick back, and then I skate out, and then I smack my pad with the toe of it in like a certain spot. It just like made such a satisfying sound. I think that's it. There's definitely like a few others.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
You just listed off 20
when
things.
I throw the ball before the game, I have to do it like 10 times in a row, and if I mess up, like I have to restart. There's quite a few. I'm trying to think, but other than that, like I'm not too picky. I used to be like
Really?
Not
You
too
just listed
picky,
off-
huh?
I used to be super picky about like the underwear and bra I would wear, but not so much anymore. That was mostly in high school. I'm trying to think. There's definitely more that I just like subconsciously like always do, but I just don't realize it.
Oh, we'll come back. Don't worry. You can
Yeah,
think
you
on
can
this
think
one.
of more.
I think
We'll have
that's
an
it though.
episode dedicated just on this.
I think that's
Yeah.
it though.
We'll have a
Mine's-
graphic for the first game,
Yeah.
just Mackenzie's traditions. Just
Yeah, take up just a big long scroll. Mine's not quite as detailed, I promise. At the end of our warm-ups, I have to do some like squat jumps, get the legs moving, get some explosiveness in there. I didn't do that against Armstrong, and I'm 100% convinced that's why I got hurt and had such an awful game. And then like wall ball, also didn't do that before Armstrong. I don't know what I was thinking that day. I did not warm up how I usually do. So I'll usually like go in the hallway, do wall ball, or I'll like get one of the girls and I'll like have them stand behind me and throw it so I don't know where it's coming from. I usually do 5 on each side in a row, and then I'm not super picky about how I put my equipment on. I think it's just like muscle memory at this point, so I don't know if I don't remember if I like start on one side or the other. I think I just put it on because I think it's just muscle memory. And then I always have to have liquid IV in my water bottle. I cannot just drink regular water during the game. It has to be liquid IV. I think that's it. It's all I can think of. We always like talk to each other before the period, or
Yeah.
give each other a little hug or a little like head bump.
Yeah, she gave me a head bump. I was like, what are you doing? I have a fiberglass helmet on.
I know.
I go, what are you doing?
Usually I have a helmet on, and then we like bump each other, and then on the bench I was like, oh my god, why am I doing? Like, I don't have a helmet on. She does. I already have a concussion. Mine's not quite as lanky, but I've always done those things. I don't know why I didn't do that before our one scrimmage. I think it was because it's a scrimmage, but obviously that didn't go very well.
There's others I thought of. So whenever that reminded me, so like when we're doing the warm ups on the ice, I always have to shoot the puck and like make sure it's like a good shot before I can like stop shooting them. Because if it's like if it's like a bad shot, like I can't end on a bad note. Like I gotta end on a good note. But there's like weird things that I do when I put my equipment on as well. Like in my skates there's like a little hole in the bottom, and I always put my like toe strap, not my toe strap, but just like the bottom loop. I have to like touch that so it touches the inside of my foot before I put it on. I don't know why, but I just like have to do that, or else it just doesn't feel right. And everything is like on a specific like in a specific spot when I put it on. Like my bottom strap, it's always it's always the third one. I refuse to put it on any
Mine's
other
the
one.
fourth.
Mine's always the third one. I refuse to put it on any other. I think that's it, but just like I'm just very picky about things, but that's just how it is. That's just how it's always been for me. Like ever since I was little, like I've just always been very, very picky about things. And like if something goes wrong, it's like, oh, like that's why I played bad.
Yeah.
That's why this happened.
I can't wait for Andrew to make this graphic for your first home game. Just all the way across the screen.
Just things that I do.
And then there's X's. It's like
I also usually don't drink water during games. I put my water bottle on the back of my net at Niagara, and then I had a really bad period. So I think that was part of it. Because I was like, I'm gonna start like overheating. Like I gotta spray my neck down and stuff, and then I never ended up using it. I was like, I'm not doing that again. That was bad.
What about food? Any food superstitions?
Pasta.
No pasta before the games.
Oh, I need pasta before a game.
I refuse to eat pasta before because I ended up having a really bad dry heaving fit in the middle of a deck game because I had pasta beforehand. So I just don't do that. I usually do something like, I like salads. I'm a big salad enthusiast. Usually something salad because I like the crunchiness and the refreshing aspect of it, or just like a chicken salad or veggie pita, or a lock and load on wheat bread. It's usually something like refreshing in a way. Something it has to have like some sort of vegetable and like crunch in it. Can't be anything super heavy.
I have a good one. Blue Red Bull.
Blue Red Bull.
Coach is gonna kill you for that.
I didn't say that.
I'm not watching.
Blue Red Bull during like off ice warm ups and as I'm getting my equipment on is an absolute must.
Just some sort of caffeinated beverage before.
Has to be a Blue Red Bull. Juneberry or just the regular blue one. But Juneberry's like the summer edition, so they don't have them as much anymore. But I do like pasta before a game. Maybe not like right before, but like...
couple hours.
Yeah. I can't eat right before a game, but I have to have something in my system.
Don't pull the dammer.
Oh, God.
Sheets hot dogs or
every
something
time
from the bistro.
Every time we go to Sheets and we point at the For Real milkshakes.
Oh, yeah.
Bree did try it once. She tried the For Real milkshake. When was that? It was an away game.
Yeah, I remember that one because I remember they had like a Dole Whip thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because the one Sheets that we were in had Dole Whip machines, so we were getting Dole Whip.
I think everyone got Dole Whip.
That was so good. I don't remember which Sheets that was, but that was so good. I love Dole Whip.
I'm allergic to pineapple, so no Dole Whip.
No Dole Whip for you.
But yeah, we eat good on the road.
Yeah. I really like whenever we're doing games and we stop at Sheets, I always get the like little snack packs that they have. It's got the apples, the cheese, and the candied walnuts. I always get that. That's so good. It's just like a little quick refreshing thing. I just like fruits and vegetables before a game.
Not sponsored by Sheets, we swear. Not yet, at least.
No, please give us a
us.
sponsorship. I don't know if you saw our media day pictures, but we're trying to get that Red Bull sponsorship.
And the Tim Hortons. Or just get Tim Hortons down here.
Mackenzie proposed to me with a Red Bull, and then our next picture was us celebrating with the Timbits.
Yeah, I sent my parents that picture.
We
they
can
go, really? You had to do that?
We can get sponsorship.
In love of the game.
Mm-hmm.
In love of the Timmies.
Yeah, Timmy's, Sheets, Red Bull, hit us up.
Rice Krispie treats.
Or Rice Krispie treats, hit us up.
And For Real milkshakes.
Yeah, we could use the what's it called? Exposure.
Yeah.
And the money.
And what was the other thing you guys had in the locker room snack besides Rice Krispies? Wasn't there something else?
Mott's.
Yeah, Mott's. That was
we didn't get Mott's this year.
Yeah,
they're Welch's.
We got both.
Oh, okay.
We definitely have both.
Good, because I don't like Welch's fruit snacks. I'm
We
a big
definitely have
Mott's
both.
fan.
So we
Pickles. Pickles have been a new thing for us.
Yeah, pickles have been a big thing.
Bree, if you're watching this, just start DMing people. You've got the list. You can just keep going with this
Lou,
one?
come
Who's at the door?
Yeah, we've been big fans of pickles. We got, what was it, Panera?
Yeah, we got Panera
And
sandwiches.
I don't know how this happened, but we just got a big container of pickles and we were just eating those.
People were cramping during, I think it was the Armstrong game, because remember we were at home and like the way to solve cramping is by having mustard or pickle juice.
Mhm.
So I think it was Bree. She brought like a bottle of
A
kombucha
literal
pickle juice or something.
jar of pickle
I don't know
juice
what
for
it
the
was.
next game.
Because I was like, I'm not eating that mustard.
Yeah.
It was so funny. She was cramping bad.
We were having people like run to the calf in the rink and get people mustard packets. It was really bad.
There's one clip I remember. I think it was a Japanese baseball player playing for the Blue Jays.
The banana
And
thing.
he said,
Yes.
banana never crap.
Yes,
Monkey never crap.
I love that interview. I love that interview.
We might gotta go to bananas now.
Well,
Aaron took a bunch of bananas. I
she
don't know
took
why.
a
She had a
whole
bunch
bundle
of
of bananas with her to Niagara. I don't know if she even ate any of them.
She said she has like 3 of them a day.
She took that
Aaron
interview
never
with
cramped.
I think so.
She took that interview with the
Correct.
Blues player very seriously.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, but I thought it was 3. There was just a
Aaron
lot.
never cramp.
Aaron never cramped. Aaron cramped. Aaron was the one that was trying to get the mustard packets, I think. Her, Amara, Bree.
Yeah.
The leadership group going out to get mustard.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the board, who do you want to see score a goal besides yourself, Mackenzie, of course, versus RIT this weekend that you're really like hoping?
Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron, I feel bad. She's the only person who didn't score against them last year.
She did score the only goal against Niagara, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the only person who didn't score against IUP. So
I feel like
Let's
Hannah.
square.
or Hanny.
Hannah as well.
Yeah, Hanny and Aaron. Aaron's got to get on the scoreboard though, so it's not a repeat of last year.
She scores the goals against the tough teams
Yeah.
Yeah, which is that's more important. But
rather than, the blowout versus RIT or IUP.
Yeah.
mhm.
Let's go through the injury report because I know it's somewhat lengthy.
Oh gosh.
Who's out? How long are they out? When can we see a full roster back in shape?
We don't even know.
Yeah, we don't even know ourselves. I
There's-
think there's a lot going on right now, and we're just kind of going day by day. No
Yeah.
one really knows what's going on.
Hannon.
Okay, who's healthy? Let's go off that. Who's healthy?
Who's healthy? I think we can name maybe 4 people.
Me, Alyssa,
Two
Michaela's sick, but she should be back. Taylor was sick, but she'll be back.
Bree. Bree was supposed to be on today, but she
And
woke
then
up
she's
not feeling
sick.
good.
Bree, Amara, Hannah, and Haley.
Did you name Aaron?
Aaron. She's not. Oh yeah, she's on that. Oh, and Becky. Well, Becky's like.
Somewhat hurt.
She's a little
knee
hurt.
is hurt.
Becky's knee is a little messed up.
Yeah. I think I have 1 to 2 more weeks for the conch,
And then you're back.
hopefully.
We gotta find some portal people to fill out their roster while people are hurt.
No.
Yeah.
Where are the portal people at? Come on.
Try to convince her
Come on.
roommate.
Yeah, my roommate used to play hockey. I've been trying to convince
some
her
better
all
convincing.
semester.
Is she attendee like you or?
She used to play goalie, but I said, as long as you know how to skate and you can hold a stick in your hand, I'm assuming, which I'm assuming you know how to do, then you can simply play for us. But she's an
Why not?
ROTC, and she's like, I don't know, something important in ROTC. I don't remember what it's called. But we could really use the body, so
Yeah.
transfer portal.
That's
Anyone who has ever played hockey in their entire life who goes to RMU and is a female,
Hit us
come
up,
our
we're
way.
fun.
Or field hockey. If you played field hockey,
That
it
is true.
translates very well.
It does.
The Focky people. Come on.
Ex-lacrosse players, it's pretty similar as long as you know how to skate.
The big thing is knowing how to skate.
Yeah,
Take
if
a
you
bunch
know
of
how to
figure
skate,
skaters.
we'll teach you the rest.
Mighty Ducks.
Just
Yeah.
figure skaters. Why not? Just put a stick in their hand. Just let them skate. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah, well, the figure skaters are on us, or on practice, are on
Simply on
the
us.
ice before us on Wednesday. And I go, you think any of these girls go to RMU? And they said, probably not. I said, well, they can obviously skate, so we'll
half the
figure it
battle.
out.
Just send them to go into the boards to get the puck, and they just go, oh, and just like pass it out and be like, there we
That's
go.
what I do. That's what I do. I'm not going to
Exactly.
those boards. I'm not going in there.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'm just
lit.
there as
Let them
extra
go do
body.
it. Let the fast people just pass it out, and then everyone else can go. Okay, cool.
Just shoot it down to
Sure.
I just dump it. I usually
Why
stand in
not?
front of the net and dump it because I'm not scared of the puck. I'll let it hit me. I don't care.
Just scared of the other players.
Yeah, I'm just scared of the other players. I just don't want to get like slammed into the boards.
We don't
That's why I
need-
try to be nice.
We don't need another goalie getting hurt.
Please.
No more.
We don't need any
injuries.
more injuries.
Yeah, no
in
injuries at all
general.
here.
I was scared Niagara was gonna mess me up, but I think me knowing the girls on the team, they were like, "Why are you skating out right now? Let's not like mess with you then." So I
You do
think
your
that
own
helped
thing.
me. I think that helped.
What's your player number? Is it 30 or you have a different player number?
So for goalie, I'm number 30, and then for player, I'm number 5.
Yeah.
Just the coincidental whatever jersey fit, or is it just or was 5 something that
Backup.
you wanted?
It was just backup jersey. It was
Yeah,
just
okay.
whatever jersey was available. So I just went with 5.
Lucky number 5 now. Where
Mhm.
does a goalie jersey? See if it helps superstition right there. Take away the 30.
No, because I've never been number 30. I've always been number 78, and I couldn't get a number 78, and I was kind of sad.
Yeah.
So I just had to pick a regular number, unfortunately. I didn't even know my number for like last year. People would ask me what my number is. I'm like, I don't know. It's in the
What's
30s.
on the back?
I'm like, it's in the 30s. I don't know. Like I've always just been 78. That's easy to remember. It's
I don't
pretty
think-
recognizable.
I don't think any of us got the numbers that we wanted,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I think
I would pay extra.
Alyssa she didn't have a very common goalie number, if I recall. I was
She's
always number
1, I think, right?
she's
She's
one
number
here.
1 for here.
I was always number 36, and then I'm 31 here, and then Mackenzie had 78 and is 30, but it's alright.
We're a school of weird goalie numbers because I was 12.
Yeah, I liked my number 78. I've always
Yeah.
been 78.
I think
It's just it suits me. I feel like.
36 is a good goalie number. John Gibson.
My dad's
Don't
number
leave it all.
34, so that was gonna be my next choice, but the numbers didn't go up that high.
Yeah.
Should you guys stop it? Is it only 30, 31, and then 1?
We were supposed to have 35 because I said if I couldn't be 36, I'll take 35. And then we only got 30 and 31 last year. So I was like, oh, okay, guess I'll be 31.
I
But
fall into the 35 pit hole. That
Huh?
was me last year. Last year was 35, and they only had away jersey in 35. So for home jerseys, and that would mean pictures, I had to wear a different jersey, and the player jerseys don't fit. So
yeah.
So for our team picture last year, I did not have a chest protector on. I looked really weird.
Oh, that's kind of
No
funny.
chest protector.
That's funny.
I would definitely pay extra to get my last name and my number. I would. I would.
Yeah.
I
We're
would do
one of the
that.
only schools that don't do that. Like the
I know, I would love that.
last names.
Yeah, I don't know.
So even my dad said that. He's like, why don't you guys have your last names on there? Because my dad also played in the Acha in college.
Ooh, Acha
So,
blood runs deep.
Yeah, Acha blonde. Acha. He's also a goalie as well. But he was like able to have his own jersey with his last name on it. I'm pretty sure, and like able to pick numbers.
At Michigan next, did you guys have your last names on yours?
We did. I've been asking for my nameplate back for 2
Oh
years
yeah, the
now.
nameplate story. That's right.
Yeah, I wanted my nameplate back. 'Cause
Still haven't got it.
No, I don't I don't have any contact with those people anymore.
Except for Claire.
Except for Claire. But yeah, I was 36 there, and we got our last names on our jerseys, which was really cool. But I said, what are the chances that you get another goalie who's 36? Like, why can't
Yeah.
I
Just
keep
send
my
it.
jersey or at least take off the nameplate for it? But it's alright. 31 it is.
Thanks, Michigan.
New school, new number, you know?
New school, new you.
Yeah, I guess.
We just had Gunnar Fulton on, your
Yeah.
fellow Marysville
Yeah.
alum. Other attendees getting to start Friday night
Let's go.
for D3, but yeah.
Good
And
for him.
Alyssa gets the nod for you guys on Saturday, so go back up to the board over there. You guys get to pick the next two to come on.
Becky and
guys.
Aaron.
Yeah, they haven't gone yet.
Easy. They haven't gone yet. The twins. They need to go.
That's for you guys to tell
Or
them
Plunky and Michaela.
That would be funny.
Plunky and Michaela would be so much fun. You guys would have a blast.
to. It's your guys' pick.
I'll go Becky, Aaron, and you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Michaela Plunky.
So some mixture of that. Well, you guys have to talk in the locker to figure
After
it out.
that, you guys have to go on.
They keep hiding, leaving me on it.
They can't hide
Becky and
anymore.
Aaron.
We'll talk to them.
We'll
Yeah.
talk to them. It's a
Go.
fine. It's a fine if you don't go on the pod
Oh.
this year.
I got a cred for going today.
Yeah.
From Bree.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mhm.
Sick, Bree. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you got that list down of all the superstitions and the sponsorships you can get. Should we go
The
over?
list just keeps going. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's more. I just can't think of them, though. Because they're just so usual.
Let's go over to the open area here. Let's
Oh, boy.
a little bit our first ever colonial challenge.
Oh,
Disclaimer,
no.
I shoot righty and not lefty.
This
so
is a left-handed stick.
This is a left-handed stick and it's about a foot too tall.
I'm doing this right-handed
all-
because that's the only
Okay.
way I'll be able to do it.
You get 3 chances. The highest number is what we're gonna go with.
Okay.
All right,
Am I
you ready?
on camera? Okay.
All right, go.
Oh, I missed.
Oh. Okay. Restart.
Happy practice.
That'd be your practice one.
Okay.
All right, first attempt.
Oh, we got
All right.
one.
1.4 seconds.
You got one more.
Yeah, one more.
This isn't
The
working.
first
out.
one was a practice. Ooh!
Still 2
We got
seconds there.
3.
Yeah,
Can I get one more?
you can get one more. I'll let you get one
I need
more.
to like warm up here. I don't feel warmed up.
All right, last
She's
attempt.
gotta
Here we
warm
go.
up for the weekend too.
Oh god.
Gotta warm up her player hands.
I was doing so well before. What if I do lefty?
Try lefty.
Oh. Oh. Oh god.
The fun of it is goalies.
This isn't going well.
Oh! You
Ooh.
did better lefty.
I was like,
That was a solid couple
I need a
seconds
better
there.
stick.
she
I
just
just need a ready stick.
She just chirped your stick, Caden.
It's all good.
I will chirp your stick. Yeah.
The lefty stick fails.
The lefty stick is not the move. Well, yeah, the lefty stick is just not it. Unfortunately. Sorry, Caden.
It's okay. Doesn't help the blade's kind of broken too on that.
Yeah. This is not going well.
We'll call it 3 seconds on that.
Okay.
All right, the actual left-handed
Yeah.
netminder, deck hockey all-star.
Cranberry Deck Hockey League, no big deal. I'm just kidding. I was horrible this summer at deck. Okay.
Oof, rough first one.
Hey, that was my practice one.
Okay,
Mackenzie
okay.
Mackenzie got a handful of practice.
Yeah, you
That's
get
fair,
lots of
that's
practice.
fair.
We gotta warm up.
Ooh!
Oh, that even 3.
Okay, alright. It would help if the stick wasn't a foot too tall.
I did tell you to bring your own.
Didn't have
You didn't
time.
tell me to bring my own.
Well, I didn't know you were coming on until about an hour ago, to be fair.
Not that one.
Oh, you should have texted me.
Oh my gosh. Woo!
All right,
Watch out for the wall.
the wall in the
How
way.
much was that?
That's the win right there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
5
the
seconds
win.
right there.
Alright.
First challenge complete. All right, second challenge, freestyle. Do whatever you want.
What do you
Yes.
mean?
Just simply freestyle.
Freestyle. You can do whatever skill you want and see how long you go for it.
Means.
All right, we'll just go with the balance one. Put it on the stick and just move it around, see how long you can hold it.
Oh gosh. If I can even get it up.
2 seconds. Not bad, not bad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, sorry.
Goalie behind the camera.
The Alpha DX one's letting me down.
It's not my favorite stick.
That's pretty
Hey, 3.5, not bad.
Okay. It's Mac's turn.
Oh
The
god.
balance. Are you gonna go lefty for this one?
I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. I'll go ready for now and see what happens.
Now it's gonna work on the back. Let's see. Ooh, 3. Four. That's the W.
Okay, I'll just take.
Take the 4. That's a win. That's a win.
Four.
All right, we gotta get a tiebreaker. Andrew, what should the tiebreaker be?
I don't like the freestyle. I don't know what that means.
Do that. How long you can stick handle without looking at the ball.
Without looking at the ball?
Yeah, we could do that.
Without looking at the ball.
Yeah, let's see. Without looking at the ball. 2. 4. Look at the focus.
You're gonna mess her up now.
19 seconds.
Oh my goodness! I don't know.
How are
if
you
I
gonna
can-
beat that?
I don't know if I can.
Field hockey coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my goodness.
goodness.
Without looking.
Without looking.
Can hold on. I need to get.
Is this your warm up?
Yeah.
The moment you look up, it goes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Gotta practice. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Alright.
I'm losing. I
Look
need
down.
to
Look down. 6 seconds.
Okay.
Gotta go speedy.
Oh no! Oh no!
One more. You got 9 on that.
What did Mackenzie get? 14? 19?
19.
Oh my goodness. I need like a mini stick.
And I'm using the wrong
Wait, what a
hand stick.
she's doing the wrong hand. What do you need a mini stick for?
She's
Not
short.
that.
I'm short.
Go low.
Look.
Lower.
Oh my god, that doesn't count. Recruit me for your deck hockey team this year, Cadeyn?
So we're actually gonna do a league this year.
Yeah. No one invited me for Marie's.
I did invite you,
I
you
had
said
to play
no.
a cranberry deck. Okay, I looked down. I don't know. I gave up. I got distracted.
All right, Mackenzie wins 2 out of 3. Andrew, you want your crack at it?
I'm good.
Go ahead.
I'm good.
All right, I want to see when you do 19.
I definitely looked down. We were talking and I got distracted. That's your stick though.
No.
No.
What was that? Like 5?
Yeah.
Focus. Ah,
7.
7. Kenzie actually might got me here.
What was that look down?
That was not a look.
That was a look.
Not a look.
That was a look.
Not a look. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
I saw a look.
No, sir. Is that 19 yet?
I don't know.
And
I
you
thought
looked
you were
down.
counting.
You looked down, so
No, I did. I haven't looked down yet, so.
I think you got it.
Yes.
Wait, I gotta see if I was doing it right-handed. I gotta see if I can do it left-handed now. Oh god. Please stop
Ah.
hurting me. Woo. The microphone. Oh, you were holding that low.
What's the key to hold
I
up?
was like, hold it.
Oh, you just hit the wall.
Okay, wait. If you're gonna hold it lower, I'm gonna hold it lower.
Hold it lower. It gives more bounce. There you go.
Okay, that's better.
There you go.
That was much better. Okay, I don't know if I can do this left-handed.
Left-handed stick handle.
Oh my gosh. I shoot righty, but I'm like right
Now you're too low. She plays out, she plays goalie, she's left-handed, she's right-handed.
What can she do?
What can she
Okay.
do?
That's all.
The only thing she can't do is throw her sticks at other players.
That's my job.
That is your job.
Game
Okay.
show was.
Oh.
Maybe we'll actually get more than 2 people this time, X,
Yeah.
on that one. Not
That's
just
fun, though. I like
not
the
just you and
game
Bree.
show.
We're gonna run it back, I think.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
the same
definitely.
format probably or something
Probably
different.
same format.
Same format.
It was fun.
You guys have a revenge tour here, since you guys couldn't make the final game at all.
Oh yeah.
Disappointing.
Oh, for the game show, me and Bree.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't remember what was going on.
I forget what it was. It was something. All right, we'll do one more question across the board from all of us. Andrew, you start.
I didn't ask you yet, so what's your favorite drill?
Favorite drill?
Mm-hmm.
I like like the, oh my gosh, I don't remember what it's called. It's called 2-tip drill with the tips screens. I like those. Those are fun. Those are fun for me because I can just look over everyone.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a theme. That's what Gunnar said.
Yeah. It's a goalie theme for sure.
Unpopular pick, but I do like the rebound drill. I like flopping around out there.
That is fun.
The floppy fish.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite way to make a save.
Peyton, final question.
Favorite memory. Do you have a favorite athlete that you look up to? Be a hockey player, not a hockey player, just any like athlete that you're like, that's what I want to do.
Oh boy. I have to think about this one. There's a lot of options here.
I don't know.
There's too many to pick from.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
We narrow it down just to hockey then.
Specifically goaltenders.
Okay, specifically
There you
goaltenders, I'd say probably Marc-Andre.
Yeah.
Really like his playing style. As I said, I like to flop around a lot.
Like Flurry.
So, I like how Flower plays. Plays very like athletic. He has a great personality too. Like great person on and off the ice. So I definitely look up to him. I think he's one of the main reasons I wanted to be a goalie when I was little, because I think he got drafted 03,
Yeah,
and I
first
was born in
overall.
2002. So I like grew up watching him play. So look up to him a lot.
So if we're going with just goalies, I would probably have to say Kelsey Newman. She, if you don't know who she is, she played for the Buffalo Buttes pro team. Is like from the area, and she coached me when I was younger. My first set of goalie equipment I have is signed by her. I still have it. It has like her signature and like a quote right on like the palm part of my glove. And she's still like very involved in the community, and I really look up to that. And like she really works on like giving back to the community, and she's also part of the Lift the Mask program. I think I said her last year, but she's just very involved in the community, and it's just a very good asset to have. And she has a very good hockey IQ, and it's just a good person overall. Like, I still see her around locally, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, I haven't seen you in so long. Like, it's so nice to see you. Like, how's college been? How's hockey been? She's just a great person.
So Becky and Aaron, or Michaela and Plunky, are up next. Hopefully we'll see Becky and Aaron get the couple veterans on here, the last couple to go so until the freshies.
Plunky's buying a soccer ball right now.
Oh yeah. I guess our soccer ball got left in the other locker room, or it was their soccer ball, I don't know. So we don't have a soccer ball. So rookie mission, get a soccer ball for this weekend.
That seems like a pretty simple task.
Thanks, Plunky.
Thanks, Plunky.
Last year at Pitt, rock mission was get X a Dunkin' coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
There's a
all went to Dunkin'.
We all went to Dunkin'. I just wanted someone to go with me.
Success.
Yeah, it was a success.
I think I mooched off of your drink and Bree's drink.
Yeah, I think I got like a matcha something. I don't know. Speaking of Pitt, my stepsister plays for Pitt now, so sibling rivalry now when we play Pitt. So
Goalie or forward or?
No, she's a defenseman, so you know she's gonna be ripping them at me from the point. She's
the question is who are they gonna root for, you or her?
Well, I would hope my mom would cheer for me and my stepdad would cheer for her.
Yes.
But I still have to get my pre-dunks coffee at Alpha. And then I can worry about my sister ripping clappies at me.
Just tell her no headshots. No more
I hope
concussions.
so. I hope so.
That's a family fine right there. She goes headshot.
A family
A
fine.
family fine, yeah. I think so.
Owes you an extra 100 during Christmas or something.
Owes me a new helmet.
Yeah. I almost brought my old helmet for her. That's back at my house. My parents were bringing me all sorts of goodies. at Niagara, and I
I
was
was
like,
gonna say that.
bring my old helmet.
To bring the Buckies back. Mackenzie's all decorated, the neck
Yeah.
just solid white.
That was
White
my
with
birthday
two
gift.
marks.
stickers on it, a dented cage.
Best birthday gift.
The helmet's, your setup is top tier. Probably one of the best.
I wish I
And
had
then-
dark pads
yeah.
though. I had black pads with red accents on them all throughout high school, and I loved it. But I want to get like dark pads again, but they're so expensive because they were customs. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have the money for this right now. I'll just go with the stock ones. But my dad's been customizing his stuff recently because he's also a goalie. He got same pads as me, but I think they're slightly, a different style. I think they're designed for older people. I'm
Older
pretty sure.
people.
I'm pretty sure like they're slightly different. He's been like doing pad wrap on them. He's got this cool like helmet wrap on his helmet now, because he still plays pretty frequently at a beer league against college students from Mercyhurst and Canisius in his 50s. So
Legend.
and he's still robbing them like crazy, and it's so funny. He'll text me after games and be like, I just robbed this kid from Canisius. Like, there's all these young kids ripping shots at me, and I'm stopping all of them. And his knees and, like, hips are just gone. Like, they're shot, and he's still playing like crazy.
What a legend. What a
Acha
legend.
legend.
Yeah, Acha legend.
Put his
Really?
number in the rafters.
Yeah, Buff State Acha.
Mr. Walkowiak in the rafters.
Yeah.
He needs his jersey retired right now. Just put it right
There
up in
you
the
go.
rafters.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll tell him to stop playing. Save the hips.
No.
He's like, you know what? My legacy's cemented. I'm
No,
good.
he's not allowed to stop playing until he's 61 years old because
Why 61?
Very specific.
oh wait, no, I think it's 60 because he got
That's
new
so
pads
specific.
that lasted him 10 years, and he just got new ones. He's 50. He turns 51 at the end of October. So my mom goes, well, since those lasted you 10 years, these ones are going to have to last you 10 years as well. He had a pair of Bauer Reacts.
Oh my god.
Bauer Reactors, those things are old.
Those are ancient.
So he got CCMs now, so my mom said they have to make him last. They have to last him 10 years, and then he can stop playing.
That's when the retirement
Well,
tour
to-
begins.
Yeah.
We'll
I
tell
highly
the-
doubt that still.
We'll tell the Mercyhurst boys to take it easy on him in the summer.
No, because he has fun going against them and robbing all of them. That's the fun part.
Just
Takes
imagine
off his helmet, it's just a head of gray
You're
and
out
white
there in a
hair.
beer league and you're like, oh, there's an old man that you fire a shot. He just
Yeah, no, he's speedy.
What?
He's got good reflexes. He's a very good goalie.
Max, we need to get you a new helmet.
Donate.
Donate
Everyone
to
who's
the
watching
Alex-
the pod.
GoFundMe.
Donate to the Alexia Helmet Relief Fund.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go fund me for ex-conk prevention.
I've had too many concussions.
Ex-conk prevention awareness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, Aaron, Becky, Flunky, Michaela, you guys are next, but Mackenzie, X, thanks so much for coming on, being the first returning group to come on in the first
Yeah.
for,
Thank you.
for this
Yeah.
year. It's always great having you two. You guys are always welcome to come on whenever, and we can't wait to see you back on home ice here come November.
Yeah.
So best of luck with RT. Take it easy on them.
No.
Say- okay.
We'll try.
Well, we're not.
We'll try.
Yeah, take it easy. But Mackenzie, let's hope we get that.
I'll
first
I'll
one.
go hard on them because
Why
That's
not?
fair.
Why not?
skill difference. It's fine.
Get that first goal.
Yeah.
Your first legit goal.
First
Yeah.
legit goal. First Acha goal.
Bar down.
Bar
What's
down.
your go-to celly?
I don't have one.
You gotta
You
figure
have
that
to
out.
pick one. You got the whole bus ride to pick one.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I'll have
give
to talk
the
to
whole
Amara
bus ride.
about this because Amara's the Selly queen.
Amara's go-to is just
Yeah. She does that during practice. Like she'll rob one of us in practice and just go. It's like, Amara, it is 7 a.m. No.
Too much energy.
It'll just be like a warm-up drill as well.
Jeez, Amara. What a legend. That is it for episode 4, season number 2 of RMU Club Hockey Live. Thank you to you guys coming on. Thanks, of course, to the D3 legends for coming on. Before that, our whole crew, Peyton Nurse, Andrew Kiehl. I'm Cadeyn McCrory. We'll see you guys Saturday for D3 action, RMU and Kent State. We'll see you then.